In today's video, we're going to be testing all 4 sets of wrenches sold at Harbor Freight. We've got 3 different sets of Pittsburgh wrenches ranging from $19.99, $19.99, and $44.99. And then we've got the Icon wrenches for $79.99. I thought there'd be a set from Quinn, but Quinn only makes open-end / ratcheting wrenches, so they don't count for this test. So first up at a price of $19.99 or 91 cents a wrench is this 22-piece Pittsburgh combination wrench set in regular chrome. Our current setup is set up to test 19 millimeters, so we're going to get out the 19 millimeter and get some measurements from it, and then test it on our wrench tester. This 19 millimeter wrench has a jaw width of 19.2 millimeters and a thickness of 8 millimeters. So what I've got here is a Quinn digital torque meter and an adapter I made out of some old sockets and a random bit of junk I had laying around. And that allows me to put this 19 millimeter nut and bolt setup in here. I've got 2 washers to keep the wrench on the nut the way it's supposed to be. And I've got a 19 millimeter Allen key on a breaker bar to extend my leverage so that I can turn it until it slips on the grade 5 nut. Up first is Pittsburgh Chrome Test Until Slip. And it slipped at 94 foot-pounds. Sometimes cheap wrenches will stretch out after they've slipped on a nut, and this one is stretched 0.2 of a millimeter to 19.4 millimeters. Let's see if the amount of torque this wrench can put down changed due to the jaw stretching. We use a fresh nut for each test, by the way. 93 foot-pounds. That's a loss of 1 foot-pound. Next up, at the exact same price as the Pittsburgh Chrome, are these 22-piece set of Pittsburgh panel wrenches. I forgot to mention, by the way, that the last set was size 6 through 19 and skipped 9, 16, and 18, and this set is size 6 through 19, but it skips 15, 16, and 18. The 19 millimeter Pittsburgh panel wrench has a thickness of 7.4 millimeters, and a jaw width of 19.4 millimeters. Now let's look at when the Pittsburgh panel wrench will slip. Gonna have to get another bite on that. I'm running out of travel over here. Gonna have to get another bite on that. There we go, slipped at 99 foot-pounds. And the jaw width after slipping expanded 2/10 of a millimeter to 19.6 millimeters. So it's somewhere between 1 and 2/10. Actually, I'm going to retest that because it broke the bolt. This is attempt number 2 with the Pittsburgh panel wrench after breaking the last bolt at 99 foot-pounds. Okay, this time it slipped for sure at 95 foot-pounds. The wrench stretch stayed the same, so I'm going to count that first run. So first run of 99 foot-pounds, and then 95 foot-pounds after stretching the jaws of the wrench a little bit. Next up at $44.99 or $3.21 per wrench is this absolutely massive set of Pittsburgh V-groove wrenches going from 10 to 32 millimeter, but skipping 11, 16, 20, 23, 25, 26, 28, 29, and 31. The Pittsburgh V-groove is a longer wrench. Let's get our thickness measurement with a thickness of 7.6 millimeters and a width of 19.3 millimeters. Here goes the Pittsburgh V-groove wrench to failure. 93 foot-pounds. We broke the bolt again. Let's try again. New bolt and new nuts until slippage on the 19 millimeter Pittsburgh V-groove. There we go. We finally slipped at 97 foot-pounds. And our wrench stretched from 19.3 millimeters to 19.3 millimeters. No stretch. Even though it didn't stretch, let's go ahead and test the Pittsburgh V-groove again, just in the interest of being thorough. And it slipped at 95 foot-pounds on the second test. Last up is this Icon 10-piece professional combination wrench set. It is a 10-piece set. It was $79.99, or about $8 per wrench, and it has sizes 10 through 19 with no skips. Let's have a look at the thickness 9.1 millimeters, and our width is 19.4 millimeters. Here goes the first max torque test on the Icon 19 millimeter wrench. And it rounded over at 98 foot-pounds. And our wrench width is 19.4 millimeters, no change. And our final torque test on the Icon. Here we go. We broke the bolt off at 95 foot-pounds. Let's try that one last time. I ran out of short nuts, so the best I could do is this long grade 5 bolt, same grade 5 nuts. Here we go. And we slipped at 99 foot-pounds, so actually 1 foot-pound more than the last test. Fair enough. After looking at every single kind of non-ratcheting combination wrench that Harbor Freight sells, I expected to come out with a clear on the top winner. But here we are with the results, with every single wrench they sell performing within 5 foot-pounds of one another. I mean, the real deal breaker with most of these sets is that they skip sizes, which kind of forces you into the Icon set. So if you don't want to spend $80 on a wrench set, I would refer to my last video where there's a couple sets of wrenches for like $25 that do 5 foot-pounds more than what the Icon tested at, and way cheaper, but they don't come with the lifetime warranty. So if that matters to you, I'd get the Icon. But basically, they all test the same. They're different thicknesses and slightly different tolerances, but none of it seemed to really matter in our testing, which is wild to me. What are you really paying for with the Icon name besides the lifetime warranty? Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all next time because I got some crazy experiments planned in the future. Just real quick, I did want to mention that there is a pretty significant length difference between the $20 Pittsburgh and the $80 Icon wrenches. A little bit less of a difference between this set of the bigger V-groove type wrenches, because these seem to be longer pattern wrenches, but the Icons are still slightly longer than these. So if you needed like long wrenches, I guess that might be a consideration to take into account, because these are just way longer than your normal wrench. I really appreciate you all watching, and thank you for your support on all my other videos, and thank you for 8,000 subscribers so far. Hopefully we can make it many, many more in the future. And I am kind of just talking at this point to try and get the video to 8 minutes so that I can make more money to buy more tools to test. I hope you all understand. Bye-bye now.